Welcome back. Still discussing the importance of NIN registration. That takes me to another question. It's can NIN registration quell the insecurity challenge in Nigeria?
Of course, that is where we are going to.
Okay.
You know, obviously, the insecurity in Nigeria, especially banditry, kidnapping, that we see the upsurge right now, there's none that happens without any of them using telecommunication.
That is it.
Now that a whole lot of us are still, using our telecommunication gadgets, that the SIMs are not registered, we cannot say that, yes, those that are copied can be pinpointed wherever they are. Once you have registered and you have linked your SIM with your NIN, avoid borrowing anybody your phone to make a phone call. Because if that person commits a crime,
It's traceable to
it
you.
is traceable to you. You'll be held liable. So that is the way banditry and all of this insecurity will be nipped in the bud. Because, when somebody is kidnapped, phone calls, will be made to the families or people that are going to pay ransom. Once that is used, it will be very easy for technology to be used to trace, the origin of the call and the details of the holder of the SIM. So eventually, all of these people, will be caught. So it is very, very important and germane to curbing the spate of insecurity in our nation today. So I'm going to plead with all of us to support government by ensuring that we go all out to get registered for our national identification number and become a proud Nigerian.
So all we need is to make sure we register our own, those of you here, audience, especially among the youths, and ask your siblings too, if they have registered theirs. Your mother that's a trader who will ask, Mama, have you done your registration? If she doesn't know what to do, assist her to do so. If you don't want any of your loved ones to be cut off by time they take. But the government has extended the time now. For how long do you think this will be actualized?
Well, I cannot really lay my hands on the last extension date.
Okay.
But I think the extension was a fallout of the yearnings of Nigerians that they have not been able to really get registered. But I am of the school that government should go all out to say, okay, this is the last time we are going to cut off every other person that has not registered. You will see that Nigerians will make sure that they register. Because you see, the belief out there is that, don't mind them. They will still extend. They will still extend. They will still extend. There will come a time when that extension will be put on hold.
Okay, do you also believe that we have enough registration center? Because sometimes
like I said,
they queue up in a very long, for a long time in some places.
Like I said before, licenses have been given to private sector participants to participate in the registration exercise. So people are free to go to any of those registration centers. And of course, like I said before, also, the service providers have also been granted license to do NIN registration. And you agree with me that the service provider are bound all over the states. So there's no reason.
So no excuse anymore.
No excuse anymore for people not to get registered.
Okay, thank you so much. We'll take a break now and come back. We'll enter session for question and answer. Vivid View, say and do it.
My name is Moses. My question goes like, kidnappers these days are smarter. When they kidnap you, they can easily use the same person's phone to get access to the family of the person. And how can we trace these same kidnappers?
My name is Michael Everbright. My question is, we know that the registration with government, I mean the NIN with government registration is free. Now they have given the license to private agency to enroll. Will it also be free?
Welcome back. The question has already been asked by the audience, so Mr. Shola, your response to the questions.
Thank you very much. The first question that alluded to the fact that kidnappers these days are very, very smart. That they will, when they kidnap, instead of them using their phone, they use the victim's phone. Without divulging security secrets on how kidnappers are being caught.
Okay.
But I will say this. Even if you use the victim's phone, there's a way the phone can be tracked.
Okay.
And the kidnappers will be arrested. However, kidnappers too are very smart. They don't even use the phones of the victims again. You know, in those days where SIM cards are abound everywhere, they use one SIM card, break it, put another one, and use. But right now, that all SIM cards must be linked to NIN, it will be very, very difficult for them to have as many SIM cards as possible. You recollect that at the point in time, somebody was caught with more than 100 SIM cards. What is this person using it for?
Yes.
But now, you cannot register as many as that again. So I think there's a way the security agencies use to apprehend, criminals through tracking of the cell from where the phone calls emanates from. So they will get to very close by to that area and apprehend the kidnappers.
They have to do more on that because I have a case that, as I speak now, for the past 3 months, the man is kidnapped and nothing has been done till now. They trace, even trying to trace the phone and all that. So they really have to beef up their, their search on that.
Yeah, it's pathetic, but we just need to support government.
Yes, exactly.
This is a new, novel thing happening in our nation. In those good old days, we have kidnappings. We think it can never happen in Nigeria. But unfortunately, it is here with us. But it must take the support and collaborative efforts of everybody.
Yeah.
If you see something, say something, and not only say something, but do something. You must, pass information to relevant government agencies when you see anything untoward or strange happening in your community.
That is part of our slogan now. Vivid view, say and do it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
This is Vivid View.